These are comedy moments in football. Starting with this keeper who feels like a genius by getting past the attacker, but his confidence was his downfall as he took too long to kick it. The striker steals the ball from behind and pushes the ball into the net. This defender miscontrolled the ball and gave it to the striker in blue. The striker gets past the keeper with ease and has an open goal. Didn't even hit the crossbar, he missed the entire net. In this clip, the keeper attempts to grab the ball, but the striker slightly kicks it out of the hands of the goalie. The striker then realizes the goal doesn't count and receives a yellow card for kicking it out of the keeper's hands. Rangers conceded this goal against Standard Liège. The Standard Liège player manages to push the ball into the net with his knee, but bumps into the post at the same time. He took one for the team, alright. In the Merseyside Derby, Darwin Núñez slips at the corner flag in front of the Everton fans. A young Everton fan makes fun of the Liverpool striker while he's on the ground. To be fair to the kid, it is a rivalry. Peter Cech was supposed to be the Arsenal keeper in this game, but for some reason, he was still a Chelsea player. Cech passed the goal perfectly to Fabregas, who only had to lob the ball into an empty net. I guess Cech missed being a Chelsea player. You would think this would be 110% a goal, but nope. The player misses the ball as it comes from the crossbar. He steps onto the ball instead of kicking the ball into the net and then goes out of play. The player is in shock, and so are we. In a PSG and Reims game, Mbappe was tired of playing with his feet and decided to push the ball into the net with his hands. As he was falling, he slapped the ball with his hand, and it went in. Of course, it wouldn't count, and Mbappe received a yellow card for the handball goal. Very Maradona-like Mbappe. This clip shows us the ball just doesn't want to go in the net. The ball fails to go into the net 4 times. These guys should definitely train their finishing because that was shockingly bad. This player takes his time to convert his penalty. Because of the long step up, his own teammates invaded the box before the ball was kicked, which had the penalty goal disallowed. That wasn't all, because as the player complains about disallowing the goal, he receives a second yellow card and a red card. Unlucky, mate. This dog shows his football skills to the world. The dog played keep-ups with the ball while running at the same time. Very impressive stuff from this dog who has the techers. Jan Sommer gives the ball away to Nkunku, who gets past the Swiss keeper and gives the ball to Andre Silva. Silva has an empty net, but he still manages to hit the crossbar. What a miss! Bukayo Saka is set to take the corner for Arsenal, but check out this amazing defending by Susarella. The Spanish left back is literally hugging Granit, who doesn't move at all, and the ball just travels past both players. The ball goes all the way in, and Chelsea gives up the goal against Arsenal at Stamford Bridge. More like Susarella gave the goal up against their London rivals. Check out this bizarre clip. The ball almost goes in, and a bunch of players are in the box. The striker shoots the ball towards the net, and it still gets blocked until it hits the ref. And the ball goes in. The referee then gives the goal as valid, and the red team is in disbelief. That's right, the referee counted his own goal. This is rigged on a whole nother level. Take a look again at how the ball hits the ref, and it just crosses the line. The players in red continue to argue with the ref, but the ref doesn't want to disallow his goal. The ball is high in the air, and as the ball goes down, Strakosha accidentally pushes the ball into his own net. The ball is attempted to be pushed out, but he pushes it onto the post and in his hands. The Galatasaray fans and players will take that all day, and they celebrate the lead. This Portland Timbers player took diving to a whole new level by doing a front flip as a dive. The player is slightly pushed by the Red Salt Lake player and does an unconvincing flop. Depay attempts to pass the ball, but instead hits and knocks down the referee. The pass was so powerful it made the ref slip onto the ground. But at least Depay checked up on him and apologized. Ter Stegen is one of the best keepers in the world, but not in this clip. The ball goes through the German's legs and he tries to catch the ball. It could be because of the slippery pitch, but it still looked like a silly goal to concede. James Rodriguez tried to pick up a South Korean player by force, but the players didn't appreciate it. The Koreans attempted to push him away, but might have hit the Colombian in the process. James goes to the ground and is in pain from the hit. Maybe he'll get picked up by force too. Check out this odd Hamburg goal. The ball gets crossed in, but misses the striker's head, and the defender tries to head the ball out. The ball, this time, goes to the striker's back of the head and goes in. It was a destiny for that ball to go in. This goal was also destined to happen when a shot that looked wide instead was deflected into the Reims striker's face to go into the net. Hugo Lloris participated in one of the worst goals to concede in a World Cup final. Lloris has the ball with him and tries to get past Mandzukic, but the Croatian sticks his leg out and pushes the ball in. This got Croatia a second goal in the game, but lucky for Loris, it wasn't enough to prevent France from winning the World Cup. Speaking of France, Mbappe steps up to take a penalty for PSG, but his shot is saved. After the VAR check, the pen had to be retaken because a few Montpellier players were in the box before Mbappe took the shot. It didn't matter though because Mbappe would miss again. Unlucky Mbappe. Look at these players attempting to get the ball when the keeper is in control. For some reason, a player in blue jumps over the keeper and defender. Arsenal's Kieran Tierney forgets he is on a football pitch and shows us his ballet moves. The player tried to pass the ball back, but instead steps on the ground and slips himself because of his legs. Very funny moment from the Scottish defender. Here, the keeper displays some great juggling skills, but if you look closely, the keeper uses his hand to get past the opponent. The keeper does 3 juggles with his feet, but the 4th is in his hands, and then blasts it off the pitch. Eric Gutierrez from PSV displays a very different way to tackle an attacking player with a body tackle. Donnarumma thought he had all the time in the world until Benzema came and rushed the Italian. Vinicius picks the ball up and passes it to Benzema, who scores for Real Madrid in the Champions League. Donnarumma complains, but even he knows he should have just kicked the ball out quicker. Haaland scores an insane acrobatic goal for Dortmund against Wolfsburg in the Bundesliga. Haaland pushes the ball in midair and goes to celebrate by pointing at the camera. The Wolfsburg fan didn't appreciate it and gave Haaland the finger. In the Sidemen charity match, I Show Speed manages to score a goal. The problem was that he was offside, but it didn't prevent the streaming star from doing a Siu celebration in front of his fans. Speed, after the celebration, finds out the goal didn't count and takes his shirt off in rage. Speed chases down the ref because of the decision and hits the ref with his shirt. Never change Speed. This dog really wanted to play with the ball and even tackled a player to retrieve the ball. The dog wanted to be on the pitch as much as us. In the French locker room, Giroud greets Mbappe by touching his head, and the French star seems annoyed. Mbappe is seen brushing his hair back down after Giroud had messed it up. A ball gets crossed into the box, and the striker believes to be fouled by the keeper and goes down. The keeper looks at the injured player to see if he's alright, but the player in yellow takes advantage of the distraction and puts the ball in the goal. The keeper tried to do some fair play, but the player in yellow saw his golden chance and took it. Neymar takes a cold free kick during the PSG warm-up, and Mbappe can't believe what he's seen. He was totally impressed by the Brazilian's technique. Look at this horrible pitch, which is a few drops away from becoming a pond with football players. I mean, this player probably went for a quick swim during the game. Like this Jorginho penalty, those were some of the most comedic moments in football. If you enjoyed the video, bet you'll enjoy the funniest penalties ever. You'll have a blast. Seriously, go check it out.